we bring you updates on the Indonesian air crash that happened on Saturday 9th of January. Search operations have entered the fourth day at the crash site of an Indonesian passenger aircraft, which slammed into the sea only 4 minutes after takeoff from Jakarta on a flight to Pontianak in Indonesian Borneo. None of the 62 people on board the plane are believed to have survived. The search continues for passengers and for the two black boxes, the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder. So far, most of the recovered material is debris from the plane's wreckage. Speaking via livestream, Indonesian President Joko Widodo conveyed his deep condolences over the disaster on behalf of the government and the Indonesian people.
I received a report from the Transportation Minister about the crash of the Sriwijaya plane with flight code SJ182 departing from Jakarta to Pontianak in the Thousand Islands area.
He added that the authorities are doing their best to find and rescue the victims, and asked that people pray together so the victims can be found.
On behalf of the government and the Indonesian people, I express deep condolences for this disaster.
The one helpful development in the tragic situation is that the black boxes have been located and that divers are trying to get to them. The black boxes are built to survive at vast depths and in extreme heat. Each is fitted with a beacon which can emit a signal for a month. The devices record information about the speed, altitude, and direction of the plane as well as flight crew conversations. Aviation experts say that black box data helps explain nearly 90% of all crashes. Indonesia's Transport Ministry has also conveyed that the plane passed an airworthiness inspection last month, on December 14th. It added that the plane even flew 5 days later, but with no passengers, before it resumed commercial flights on December 22nd. There have been early initial findings on the crash by Indonesia's National Transportation Safety Committee, KNKT. They showed that one of the plane's two engines was running when it hit the water. The findings are based on the damage seen on the engine after parts of it were retrieved from the sea. The damage on a fan blade showed that the engine was still working on impact. On Monday, the police announced that they have made the first identification of a victim of the crash. Flight attendant Aki Bismo was identified by his fingerprints. At the crash site, divers trying to retrieve the black boxes have been hindered by debris. A remotely operated vehicle has been deployed to help scour the seabed, while Navy vessels with sonar are searching from the surface. Once the flight data and cockpit voice recorders are found, Indonesia's National Transportation Safety Committee expects to be able to read the information in 3 days. As there are few immediate clues on what caused a catastrophic loss of control after the plane took off, investigators will have to rely heavily on them to determine what went wrong. Sriwijaya Air, which flies to destinations in Indonesia and other parts of Southeast Asia, has said little about the 26-year-old plane, which was previously flown by US-based Continental Airlines and United Airlines. The Indonesian carrier has not recorded a fatal crash since it started operations in 2003. This was, however, the second major air crash in the country since 2018.